Hey, amazing fans! Welcome to another relaxing moment with VIVA'S stories. Before we dive into the drama, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means the world to us. Now, grab a seat, sit back, relax, and let's journey into the story together. It wasn't Zara Okoye's kind of night. The graduation party pulsed like the heartbeat of Lagos itself, loud, sweaty, and full of people pretending they were happier than they actually were. Zara stood at the edge of the pool, clutching a plastic cup of punch she hadn't touched. Her best friend, Lami, was twirling on the dance floor in a glittering red dress, dragging joy with her like a comet tail. Zara wore a plain blue blouse and jeans, an accidental wallflower. She hadn't wanted to come. Auntie Rose warned her, "Stay focused, Zara. Distractions dress well." But Lami had begged. "One night won't kill you," she'd said. That optimism now felt like a curse. "Girl, at least look like you're having fun," Lami said, reappearing, already tipsy. Zara smiled faintly. "Having fun is expensive. I'm budgeting my joy." Lami laughed, hugged her, and was gone again. Zara sighed. She turned to leave but felt a sudden thirst. Maybe a sip. Just a little. She took a careful drink of the punch. It was sweet, too sweet. 10 minutes later, the room tilted slightly. Zara blinked. Something wasn't right. The crowd became a blur of faces, colors melting like crayons in rain. She stumbled through the hallway, her legs jelly. Laughter echoed behind her as she pushed open a door to a dim lounge. Cool air hit her face. She collapsed onto a leather couch. Then a voice. "Hey, are you okay?" She looked up. He was a shadow against the backlight, a man in a tailored suit, his tie loosened, eyes sharp and worried. His voice was smooth like silk drenched in whiskey. I think I drank something bad," she slurred. He crouched beside her. "You shouldn't be alone. Let me help." He lifted her gently, guiding her through a hallway and into an elevator. The carpet in the suite was thick and red. She sank into the bed like a wave. "Water," she mumbled. He handed her a glass. Darkness swallowed her. Sunlight streamed through the window like an accusation. Zara opened her eyes slowly. Her head throbbed. The unfamiliar ceiling blinked back at her. Then came the pain. A dull ache between her legs. A weight on her chest. Her jeans were folded on a chair. Her underwear, missing. Her blouse slightly torn. She sat up quickly. Her hands trembled. The bed was too soft. The silence too loud. No note. No face. No man. Just a silver cufflink on the floor, a wolf carved into it like a royal seal. Zara clutched it, dressed quickly, and ran. Her shoes were missing, so she walked barefoot through the lobby. Eyes followed her. Pity? Judgment? She didn't know. Outside, the world spun like a cruel carousel. She flagged a bike and whispered her address. When she got home, Auntie Rose took one look and pulled her into a tight embrace. "Who did this to you?" she asked. Zara sobbed, clutching the cufflink. "I don't know." They went to the police. The officer on duty barely looked up. "No eyewitnesses? No name? CCTV? No. Could have been consensual. You were drinking. These things happen." Auntie Rose slammed her hand on the table. "She was drugged. Are you blind or just lazy?" But they were turned away. No report filed. That night, Zara stared at the cufflink and whispered to the darkness. "Who are you?" Zara withdrew from university 2 weeks later. The stares became unbearable. Whispers like knives. Even Lami, once her ride or die, said, "Are you sure you didn't, just regret it later?" Zara stopped answering calls. Auntie Rose became her shield, cooking, cleaning, praying over her while Zara slept too much and ate too little. Nightmares came like clockwork. In them, the man had no face. Just eyes. Cold and silver. Zara started journaling. Pages bled ink and pain. She Googled cufflink designs. Hours, days, weeks. Then, one night, a hit, Wolfe & Company. Luxury fashion. Billionaire family. European elite. She zoomed in. The same Wolfe. But there were no names. The scream in her throat never left. It curled behind her tongue, waiting. The nausea came quietly. Then violently. Zara sat on the floor of the bathroom, a pregnancy test in hand. She waited the 3 minutes. Prayed. Bargained. Promised things she couldn't keep. 2 lines. No, 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 no. She slammed the stick into the bin, paced the room, and collapsed on the bed. Auntie Rose found her like that. Zara! Talk to me. I'm pregnant. The silence that followed was almost loving. Heavy, but careful. Auntie Rose sat beside her, took her hand. Then we raised the child. No name, no man. Just love. Zara looked at her. But what if I'm not enough? You're more than enough. That man gave you pain. But this baby is yours. And you, Zara Okoye, are made of iron. That night, Zara wrote a single sentence in her journal. I will not let this break me. Thousands of miles away, Damien Wolfe was sipping espresso at a cafe in Montmartre. He wore dark sunglasses and a leather jacket. A runaway heir hiding from his father's expectations, and his fiancée, Myra. His assistant, Luca, handed him a phone. You need to see this. A tick-tock. A girl's voice. Her face shadowed but her eyes clear. I woke up in a hotel suite after blacking out. I was pregnant weeks later. I never saw his face. All I had was a cufflink, a silver wolf. Damien froze. He watched it again. And again. That night in Lagos. The party. The punch. The girl who collapsed. He remembered guiding her to the suite. Getting her water. Leaving to find help. But then, blank. He wasn't even supposed to be there. He'd fled Paris after fighting with Myra. He remembered checking in under a fake name. But those eyes. He stared at the video again. It was her. He didn't remember the rest, but some part of him knew he'd been there. He called Luca. Find everything on this girl. Now. A storm had started. And Zara didn't even know it yet. Nina Blake wasn't just any gossip journalist, she was a bloodhound with a ring light. With 4 million subscribers on YouTube and a track record of unmasking celebrities, she lived off secrets and scandals. So when Zara's blurry TikTok began making rounds, Nina's radar went off. The video was simple. Zara's voiceover trembled with emotion. She never showed her full face. They said it didn't happen. They said I made it up. But trauma doesn't lie. I didn't imagine the pain. I didn't imagine the blood. I didn't imagine the cufflink. Nina paused the video at the moment Zara held up the silver wolf cufflink. Her eyes widened. Holy shit. She zoomed in. The wolf insignia wasn't just luxury. It was legacy. Nina had done exposés on the Wolfe family before. Within hours, she published a teaser video. Asterisk, who's the billionaire behind the Wolfe cufflink? Zara Okoye's viral assault mystery might be bigger than we think, asterisk. The internet went into a frenzy. The next morning, Damien Wolfe woke to chaos. His PR team was at war with every social media platform. Zara's story was now viral. Hashtags trended worldwide. / justice for Zara. / who is the wolf. Luca stormed in. She's naming you without naming you. And Nina Blake just dropped your father's company name in her latest video. She doesn't even know who I am, Damien muttered. But you were there. And now the world's looking. That night, Damien appeared on a live stream to promote his fashion initiative. Mid-interview, Nina Blake hijacked the Q/&A. Damien Wolfe, were you in Lagos the night Zara Okoye was allegedly assaulted? Damien's jaw tightened. I don't see how that's relevant. Because the cufflink she found? It bears your family's mark. He froze. Thousands watched. The live stream chat exploded. His manager ended the feed. Damage. Done. Zara's phone rang non-stop. Interview requests, sponsorship deals, brand inquiries, but they weren't coming for her. They came for the story, for the scandal. They want me on a reality show, Zara said flatly. Auntie Rose snatched the phone. You're not turning your pain into profit. Let them talk. You stay grounded. But it got worse. Comments turned ugly. She probably regrets sleeping with him and now cries wolf. Why cover your face if you're telling the truth? She's chasing clout. Zara deactivated her accounts and curled into herself again. They don't believe me, she whispered. You believe you. That's enough, Auntie Rose said, brushing her hair. But it wasn't enough. Not when the world fed on spectacle and spat out survivors. Damien arrived in Lagos under a pseudonym. His father had forbidden it. Do not get involved, Alaric Wolfe had said. It will ruin us. If she sues, we settle. Quietly. But Damien needed truth. He met Zara's lawyer, paid for a paternity test, and waited. 3 days later, the result was in. Positive. He sat in silence for an hour. Then he whispered, I'm a father. But beneath the panic was a strange feeling, warmth. He had caused destruction. Yet part of him had made something innocent, something real. He stared at Zara's photo. He had no memory of violating her. But he remembered helping her to bed, remembered going to find help. Could someone else have? No. The test said otherwise. This wasn't just a scandal. It was blood. Flesh. And he wasn't walking away. At a press conference staged in front of cameras, Damien stood at a podium. I am the father of Zara Okoye's unborn child. I take full responsibility. The media buzzed. Then he turned. Zara had been invited, but no one expected her to come. She walked in, radiant in a simple cream dress, belly visible. The crowd gasped. Damien walked to her. Pulled out a velvet box. Zara Okoye, will you marry me? Silence. Zara looked at him. Her voice was steady. You think marriage erases what you did? A collective inhale. She slapped him. Gasps. Flashbulbs. Headlines already writing themselves. Zara leaned into the microphone. Let the world know, I don't need a ring from the man who stole my voice. And then she walked away. The world wasn't ready for what came next. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for newly created content.